In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find high-probability trades using a simple framework that combines trend, structure, and confirmation. If you follow this process consistently, you'll stop taking random trades and start trading with a clear plan. Let's start with the first step, the trend. Trading with the trend dramatically increases your probability of success. Think of it like swimming in a river. If you swim with the current, it's easier. If you swim against the current, it's much harder. The same principle applies in trading. So the first thing you want to do before taking any trade is identify the market trend. One of the simplest ways to do this is by looking at market structure. In an uptrend, price forms higher highs and higher lows. In a downtrend, price forms lower highs and lower lows. If the market is making higher highs and higher lows, buyers are clearly in control. That means you should focus on looking for buy opportunities. If the market is making lower highs and lower lows, sellers are in control, and you should focus on sell opportunities. Trying to trade against the trend might work occasionally, but over time it reduces your probability of success. So step one is simple: identify the trend. Once you know the direction of the market, the next step is to find key levels. Professional traders rarely enter trades randomly in the middle of nowhere. They wait for price to reach important areas. These areas are usually support and resistance zones. Support is a price level where buyers previously stepped in and pushed the market higher. Resistance is a level where sellers previously pushed the market lower. These levels act like psychological barriers in the market. When price returns to these zones, there is often a reaction. This is where trading opportunities begin to appear. But here's an important mistake beginners make. They treat support and resistance like exact lines. In reality, they are zones. Price may move slightly above or below them before reacting. So instead of drawing thin lines, it's better to mark them as areas. Once you identify your key levels, the next step is to wait for a pullback. This is where patience becomes critical. Many traders see a strong move and immediately jump in, but by the time they enter, the move is already over. Professional traders do the opposite. They wait for price to pull back to a key level. For example, imagine the market is in an uptrend. Price makes a strong upward move. Instead of buying immediately, you wait for price to retrace towards support. This pullback gives you a better entry price and improves your risk-to-reward ratio. This concept is sometimes called buying the dip in an uptrend or selling the rally in a downtrend. Now, once price reaches your key level, the next step is confirmation. This is where you determine whether the market is actually ready to move in your direction. There are several ways to get confirmation. One common method is candlestick patterns. For example, in an uptrend, if price pulls back to support and forms a bullish engulfing candle, it shows strong buying pressure. Another confirmation signal could be a pin bar rejection. This is when price tries to move below a support level, but quickly gets rejected and closes higher. That rejection often indicates buyers are stepping back into the market. In a downtrend, you would look for the opposite: bearish engulfing candles, rejection wicks from resistance, or strong bearish momentum candles. Another powerful confirmation tool is confluence. Confluence simply means multiple factors aligning at the same level. For example, imagine price pulls back to a support level, but that support level also aligns with a moving average, a previous breakout level, and a trend line. Now, instead of one reason to enter a trade, you have 3 or 4 reasons. This dramatically increases the probability of the trade working. Professional traders often look for these overlapping signals before entering the market. Now, let's talk about risk management, because even high-probability trades can fail. No setup works 100% of the time. And this is where many beginners destroy their accounts. They risk too much on one trade. Instead, professional traders control their risk very carefully. A common rule is risking 1% or 2% of your account per trade. For example, if your trading account is $1,000, risking 1% means you only risk $10 per trade. This ensures that even if you lose several trades in a row, your account survives.
Risk management is what allows traders to stay in the game long enough for probabilities to play out. Now, let's talk about something extremely important: risk to reward ratio. A high probability trade is not just about winning more often. It's also about making more when you win than you lose when you lose. For example, imagine you risk $50 on a trade. If your potential profit is only $20, the trade doesn't make sense. But if you risk $50 to potentially make $100 or $150, the math works in your favor. This is called a 1-to-2 or 1-to-3 risk-to-reward ratio. Even if you only win half your trades, you can still be profitable. This is one of the most powerful concepts in trading. Now let's put everything together into a simple step-by-step process. Step 1. Identify the trend. Look for higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, or lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend. Step 2. Mark key support and resistance zones. These are areas where price previously reacted. Step 3. Wait for price to pull back to one of these zones. Do not chase the market. Step 4. Look for confirmation signals. This could be a strong rejection candle, an engulfing pattern, or a breakout from consolidation. Step 5. Manage your risk. Set a stop loss at a logical level and make sure your risk-to-reward ratio makes sense. When all these elements align, you have a high probability trade setup. Now, here's one more tip that separates professional traders from beginners. They don't trade constantly. They wait for the best setups. Sometimes this means taking only 1 or 2 trades in an entire day, or even 1 trade per week. But those trades are high quality. Trading is not about activity, it's about precision. The goal is not to trade more, the goal is to trade better. If you start focusing on quality over quantity, your trading results will dramatically improve. So remember this framework: trend, key levels, pullback, confirmation, risk management. Master these 5 steps and you'll start seeing the market very differently. And instead of guessing where price might go, you'll be trading with a structured strategy. Because in trading, success doesn't come from predicting the market perfectly. It comes from consistently taking trades where the probabilities are in your favor.